Hey guys, Duane here. Welcome to Coffee with Duane. I have a few things to talk to you about today. First thing I want to talk about is my experience with the warranty on my electric scooter. Okay. And this problem is not specific to this brand. Okay. My scooter is an Apollo Explorer. They no longer make this model, but Apollo is still alive and well making other models. Anyway, one of the things that persuaded me to buy this scooter was the 2-year warranty. Okay. Most things on the scooter I can fix, but it's got a big battery. Big, heavy, complicated battery. And if you know how to build lithium battery packs, good for you, but I don't. Okay. That's also the most expensive part in that scooter is the battery. The battery was covered under warranty. I bought this scooter October 31st, 2022. And I loved it. This is actually my 5th electric scooter. I keep upgrading, and this is the scooter I wanted. It's not the fanciest, it's not the most expensive, it's not the fastest. There are much higher tier scooters out there, but this is the one I wanted. It's got a large deck to stand on. It does 30 miles per hour, which is too fast for me. I've done that once, and it was terrifying. Those of you who ride scooters at 50, 60 miles an hour, yeah, good for you. Not for me. It has a long range. I've ridden this scooter over 30 miles, and it just keeps going, okay? So... and it looks cool. Okay, so I bought the scooter. I got it on sale on October 31st. It was like a pre-Black Friday sale. I paid like $1,200, maybe $1,300 with tax. Anyway, and I loved it. I loved it. This was it. I was happy with this scooter, had no plans to upgrade until it started having battery issues. The range was getting less and less, and it started dying on me at about 15 miles, which is about 50%. It even showed I still had 50% battery left, but it would die on me and it wouldn't start again, and I had to push it home or call my wife to come and get me, and so it was no longer my dream scooter. I was very very pissed off. Okay, again, this is not an expensive scooter by industry standards at $1,200, but to me, that's a lot of money. If you spend $1,200 on a machine, the damn thing should work. And it started failing in less than a year, about 11 months in, is when I started having problems. So I went back and forth with customer service. I didn't buy it actually from the manufacturer, from Apollo. They're in Canada. They had a distributor in Florida, and so I went with the distributor in Florida because they're in the U.S. and they had a good reputation. The distributor is called Fluid Free Ride. Very good reputation, and so I bought it from them. So I was going back and forth with Fluid Free Ride's customer service The customer service person was always very helpful, very responsive. Never had to wait more than a few minutes to get a reply. And she had me do diagnostics on the scooter and let them know what I found with the voltmeter and so on. They finally agreed, yeah, your battery is bad. We will send you a new one. Okay, great. Oh, problem. We don't actually have any batteries. We're going to have to order them. All right. So I waited and waited and waited. Every month or so, I contacted them. How about that battery? Oh, it's still coming. It'll be another month. And I was getting really pissed off. And I was almost positive I was never going to get a battery. I even contacted Apollo and told them Fluid Free Ride has given me the runaround. But that didn't help. Apollo said Fluid Free Ride is a reputable distributor and they will take care of you. All right. It took 5 months. Okay. The battery died after 11 months. I had the scooter less than a year. 2-year warranty. Okay. Another 5 months in, I finally get the battery. So far it's doing great. I had no problem installing it. I'm handy with that sort of thing. I can't build a battery, but I can take the old one out and put the new one in. I can do that. It works like new. I'm happy. But what you should understand, what I want everybody to understand with e-bikes and e-scooters that make a big deal out of their warranty, I can tell you not only this brand, but other brands. I've talked to people and I'm on Facebook groups. Other people have similar stories about other brands waiting a long, long, long time for the warranty parts. Okay, and if you have to send the scooter in, I won't even do that. Box it up and send a 100-pound package across the country. No, I won't even do that. So anyway, that's my story. Keep that in mind when somebody's making a big deal out of their warranty, because it's almost more hassle than it's worth. This is a $680 battery. I don't think they even made that much profit off of this scooter. But they did replace it. Took a long time, but they did keep their word. And the warranty's almost up. If something else goes wrong, I won't even bother them. I will either fix it or buy something else. Okay, next topic. I found this snap-on socket. It's a 10-millimeter deep socket I found in the street while I was riding my bike. Brought it home, cleaned it up, put it on eBay, and it sold in 1 day. Just like that. So keep your eyes open and be alert. And if I needed a 10-millimeter deep socket, I would have just kept it. But I have one, and so I sold it. And yeah, I felt pretty smart taking something I found for nothing and selling it. Anyway. I have 2 estate sale stories for you. Competition at estate sales from resellers like me, people who buy things and then resell them on eBay. Competition is heating up. It's ridiculous. So when I go to an estate sales are very strict, very rigid. Nobody gets in until the advertised start time. Okay, so by the time they open the doors at 8 a.m., there could be, I've seen more than 50 people in line at these sales. And honestly, if you're not like the first 10 people inside, 10 or 20, let's say, everything is picked over and the things, the high value things are going to be gone. Okay. So I've been getting to sales an hour early and I'm not the first one. So I made it hour and a half early. I'm waiting. People start showing up. By the time they open the door, there's a long line down the sidewalk. Anyway, so I was waiting outside this estate sale, sitting in my car. I was this particular sale, I was 2 hours early because they had really good pictures of the stuff they were selling inside the house. And I saw, I want this, these things that I knew I could sell quickly for good money. Okay. So I was the first one there. I was the first one there by a lot. I was 2 hours early and the next person didn't show up for about an hour. Okay. Anyway, so I'm sitting there in my car because there's nobody else around. I didn't have to stand in front of the door because there was nobody else. Okay. So I'm sitting in my car listening to the radio and just chilling, and I see a man, or a garage door opened up, and an old man came out, and he got his garbage cans from the sidewalk and brought them into his garage, and then his garage door closed, and then he came out the front door, and he went down to the sidewalk to his next door neighbors and got their garbage cans and brought them up to the house. And then he went back down and he went to the next neighbor and he got their garbage cans and brought it back up to the house. Everybody, this was in a cul-de-sac. He did everybody in the cul-de-sac. I thought, well, what a neat old man. He was older than me. I mean, he had to be in his 70s. Okay. This little old man going around the cul-de-sac, bringing his neighbor's garbage cans in. I thought, well, that's really neat. I figured he would go back in his house. No, he went down the street. Next neighbor, garbage cans to the house. Back down to the sidewalk. Next neighbor, garbage cans, took him back to the house. As far as I could see, down to the main intersection. And then he crossed the street and he did the same thing coming back. Probably there were 6 people in the cul-de-sac, and he probably did about 20 neighbors, 20 people's garbage cans. Took them back to their house. Some of them he actually went in their backyard, took the garbage can into the backyard where they keep their cans. He let himself in and didn't see another person, didn't see anybody come out and say hi or thank you or what are you doing in my yard. He just made his round. Then as he was coming past me to go back to his house because he got all the garbage cans that I could see. And I get out of my car and I said, that's really cool. I've never seen anybody do that before. And he said, I do it every week. I put the cans out on Thursday night and I bring them in on Friday morning. I said, well, good for you. One more estate sale story. I was early to this. It was a small family-run estate sale. Most estate sales are run by companies, okay? But this was a small family-run estate sale. This old man died, and his daughter and her husband and some other people were running it. And I was there about an hour early. I was the first one there. And I'm sitting in my car, listening to the radio, chilling out, waiting for the sale to open. And a man and woman get out and get in their car, and they see me, but they drive away. Okay, they got things to do. Whatever. It was still almost an hour before the sale started. So I just waited. And eventually they came back with 3 cups of coffee. And the woman came over to my car, and I rolled down the window, and she said, "We got you a cup of coffee. Thanks for coming to our sale." Wow. That was so nice. I bought a few things at their sale. I talked to the lady. It was her father that passed. And I said, "Yeah, my father is 84, and I know this day is coming for me. And so I understand." And she said, "Yeah," she said, I knew it was coming too, but he was 93, I think she said. He was in his 90s, so he had a good long life." And she said it's just kind of sad coming to his house and he's not here. So yeah, I understood. But anyway, I thanked her for the coffee several times, and on to the next sale. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Peace out.